the Magnolia Bowl. Often overlooked in the pantheon of great rivalries, but this has always been fierce, and both of these teams know if they survive and advance from here, a host of opportunities lie ahead. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, give on the inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Trying to impose their will with the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Lindsey. Makes the grab. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. The throw, grab near the sticks, it's Watkins. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You've just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
And the Rebels line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Smashes through the tackle. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punch him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Back to the ground game on the left. Fakes it past the marker. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. Might as well give it to him again. Turning it on. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, the running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Right down the middle. He's got the tight end. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
LSU right back to the line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full, right? I mean, you saw him throw it, a couple plays ago, and you see him take off and run. They've got to do something to kind of put him at least in a little bit of thinking, a little bit of doubt, a little bit of pressure, because right now he's starting to get in the rhythm, and that's not good for this defense.
Using his feet. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
You talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, LSU!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Cunningham. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on first down that just goes awry?
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Looking for a man, it's Lindsey. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Under fire. Finds his big tight end. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the middle, it's Watkins. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Guys, you just say Magnolia Bowl, and it sounds elegant and pristine and reserved.
And Ole Miss and LSU, anything but. Charges of clock malfeasance, downright cheating back in the fires toward the end zone. That pass is incomplete, but this has been a period in which the offenses have shined. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Finds his man. It's Cunningham. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Kind of in that in-between spot here. Long field goal. Can't really punt it from here, so they'll try to convert on fourth down. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense. You take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
He's got it again. He breaks a tackle. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
Man, not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle's going to be made.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, and try different things to see what you do.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before. He makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Tigers are rolling down the field. He leaves it with his back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Finds his tight end. Spins, still running. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They're going to run it to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know, you're in the red zone. You bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. This quarterback part of their running game. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He's going to bring this one out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. On the ground, it's Reed. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Swings it out to his running back. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. Gets it to the back. There he goes. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. He wants to throw it again. Quickly out to the tight end. Ripping through the defense. Touchdown, Rebels! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Clemson has the lead currently, but they've been in a dogfight all day today and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 11 over Washington. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Trying to make magic with his feet. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Now he's going to break the pocket.
Obviously, this quarterback is a huge part of their rushing attack, and you've seen that early in this game. He's been very, very productive running the ball. Sometimes it's design, and sometimes it's on scrambles like what you just saw. But with his speed, he makes it so difficult on a defense.
Deuce in the middle. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. A run for the quarterback. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out more space.
You've heard us talk about it a million times. Find the tight end in the red zone. Use the big bodies, right? Well, they do. And he drops it. God, that is not normal for the tight end position. These are the guys you depend on down here in this area.
Big fella moving. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. Calls his own number. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some... And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line, getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a one-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Gets it out fast. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Rebels will kick it away to start the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement.
Oh, he's got some space. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. Now adjusting. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble, has another first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. LSU quick to the line.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Tripped up for the tackle. And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Quarterback keeps it. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. They'll try it over the left side. Breaks the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
The Tigers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
And what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. And off from the shotgun. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Snagged out of the air. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. LSU right back to the line. He'll take it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made it look silly a couple of times. But they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Well, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Well, that was about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Got a man. It's Watkins. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Got his man quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go.
Going for the big play. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the deep.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The pull and throw off the RPO. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Rebels are in the hurry up. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He gets it inside the 40, but he'll be stopped at the 39. Not quite enough to move the and it's fourth down.
Man, I think back in the day, this is a no-brainer. You're playing the football and believing in the defense, but analytics all the time now telling you to be aggressive. I'm interested to watch this play. Obviously, if you're aggressive, you might could run this clock out and end the football game and not have to put your defense back on the field.
Bringing the heat. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be...
Breaks into the open. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets him to the 28. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, and put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Defense doing their job, getting that last stop, and now third in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. To the air, it's Hawkins. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to take off. Still on his feet at the 35. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. And they can't make the connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
Makes the catch. It's Watkins. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Takes the easy one to the back. Fighting off the defender.
Well, they're able to get the completion right now. You know the sense of urgency is up right here. They're in position to go win this game.
Yeah, and defensively, take your time getting off piles, make them eat clock, get in your defense really, really quickly, and make sure you don't give up any big plays by not being organized.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Red pass, it's complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Yeah, we don't have many plays left. You know, the clock winding down, we got to make something happen. These kind of plays are just crippling. They will absolutely ruin what chance you have to push the ball down the field later on and save timeouts, and so we got to get that engine going here.
It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. To throw, it's Lindsey. Under fire. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's third and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play? You can dial up. Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable fourth down if I don't complete this third and long.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't put the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
And with that incompletion, man, it's go time. Like this offense, there's no more holding back. They've got to have this play. Trailing, they need a big play. Which one on that play call sheet is your go-to play in this moment when I gotta have it?
Fires into the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. Gets it past the marker. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. To start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass, it's Lindsey. They get to him as he throws. Picked off, what a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. While this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown LSU! You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
and they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. With the clock running, this should be the final play. He's got it on the right. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. The Magnolia Bowl goes to LSU as the Tigers.